Tangerinis. I am future Maddie.
And I'm future Jordan. This is future Alaska.
Say hi. We have time traveled to the beginning of this day because when we started this video, we had no idea what was actually going to be happening. We thought, what did we think?
We thought we were going to be featuring a local coffee company and then a local business.
But what actually ended up happening is those things, but also a crazy adventure that we did not expect with two new friends that we've met here in Guadalajara. So buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Get ready for some adventures. This morning we are super excited to be trying some locally grown organic coffee. Someone reached out to us named Oscar and he wanted us to try his family's coffee, and it's grown a few hours away.
And their family business has been around for 40 or 50 years.
And Laska always wants to try our coffee, but she is a psycho and has way too much energy already, so you don't get any, right? Okay, the official unbagging. I'm very excited about this. I also don't really know how to open a bag of coffee like this because a lot of them have like a little across it, so, but it looks like here you're supposed to tear it. Yep, it's going. Is this how you're supposed to do it? It's not open on both sides. Guys, this is like the candy tasting all over again. Why won't this come out? How do you work this candy? You are not trying to... Okay, we got it. Oh my gosh. Smells so... So, step one, we are probably going to do about 3 to 4 tablespoons. That's a nice fine grain too. That's really good. It releases more of the flavor. And then pinch it, and then the coffee stays fresh. Okay.
What's the name of it?
The name is El Buen Cafecín, 100% natural. Okay. Next we get water from our Berkey. We've told you guys about this one other time before, but this is what we used for filtered water. And we just take water from the tap and we put it in the top here with a few drops of black wormwood and walnut tincture with clove to kill any bacteria or parasites that might be in the water. And we get this nice clean water out from the bottom. You pour it in the top. We will be tasting our very first taste of this coffee as soon as it's brewed. We'll give you an honest opinion of it, or if we don't like it, you will never see this video. So one of two things will happen. By the way guys, if you're interested at all in this Berkey for your travels and making sure you always have clean water, it's one of the very few things that we put in our car in the very, very limited space that we have. We'll put the link to the Berkey from Amazon down below in the description. If you end up buying that or anything after that, it really helps us out. We get a percentage of the sale, so you would be supporting us a little bit and helping us continue to make these videos and put them out every single day.
When it comes to taste testing coffee, I'm going to let Maddie take the reins. She has much more complex taste buds. What do you think of this?
Well, first of all, I have to share a fun fact with you guys because as far as tasting stuff goes, there's 3 types of tongues in this world. One is non-tasters. These are people who have very few taste buds and they're spread out a lot. 2 is regular.
That's me.
2 is regular tasters, and that's an average amount of taste buds spread evenly apart. 3 is super tasters, which is the tongue that I have, which is lots of taste buds and they're very close together. Okay, now we will proceed. You know, there's something that happens in a lot of the US, and I think it sort of happens here too with store-bought coffee, is they intentionally over-roast or burn the beans because that's what Starbucks does, and people have grown to like the taste of burnt beans for some reason. But this, there's a lot more complexity to the flavor.
I'm on my 3rd cup here, and this stuff is so much better than the coffee we bought at Soriana. I'm really enjoying it. Would you get this again?
Yeah, partly just because I prefer to buy from local vendors or farmers or whatever because there's less food miles, so it's better for the planet. I think it's good to support a local economy like where you're living or close to where you're living as opposed to like Starbucks. No offense.
We'll link to their Facebook page down below.
And put all the other pertinent details in case you're interested too. And just so you guys know, we're not being sponsored by Oscar or anything, not this company. He gave this to us as a gift so that we could try it.
In fact, he said he didn't want any.
Yeah, he specifically said, but we made sure it was okay to include this. But just for your guys' information, this isn't sponsored. We're not being paid or promoted to do this or anything. We're just doing it because we love trying local stuff and think it's really cool that this is grown just 5 hours away and that it's natural and organic and all that fun stuff.
We've been wanting to feature more local businesses and showcase what Guadalajara has to offer.
And along those same lines, today we're actually going to be featuring another place, a local restaurant, so stick around. All right, we are walking to the restaurant now.
Here at Cocina E.D.L. and we're here with Emma, who started it with his family. And how long ago was that?
It was approximately 4 years ago.
How did you get started? What made you decide to?
Well, when we first started this business, we had the necessity to open a kitchen for our employees and our business back there. And there was a lady, she made her meals and all of her food. It was really awesome. So once my father, he told her, why don't you open a restaurant? And she was like, I would love to, but I don't have the money to do it. So we started up a project 4 years ago to make all of this place, which was a parking lot, to make it as a restaurant. So pretty much that's how this place started back then.
And you were saying how it was very difficult. This was news to us that to get permits, you have to get special permits and pay fees to the government for the foundation, for the roof, for all of the different parts of the structure, right?
Pretty much everything here. You need to pay fees, almost everything. For example, just because we're gonna make this place a business, for the use of water, pretty much everything. But yeah, that was a really big struggle because they were asking for nearly 40,000 pesos to start this business.
You're just probably starting from scratch and you don't really have anything, you haven't made anything from the business. I can imagine how difficult that would be.
Yeah, when we first started with this place, we had no roof. They were asking us for 20,000 pesos to put the roof. So one by one, the pieces of the roof, of the ceiling. So when every single time this person from the government came here, he didn't even notice we were adding more blocks to the roof. So we moved through almost 10, 15 years over that way.
Is this something we shouldn't have on camera?
No, probably not.
No, what are you talking about? This roof has been here forever. We already paid for this.
If you ever come here, which you should do, come here.
You guys should come here. The food is so good.
The speed of the food, it's really fast. They deliver you every single thing in less than 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. It's really fast. So
yeah, we noticed even when it was so busy, we came on a Saturday and there was a big line at the register of people ordering and every table was full. We still got our food really quickly. Just so you guys know, again, he did not ask for us to do this video and we're not being sponsored, we're not being paid. We just think it's really cool to learn more about local businesses and the stories behind them, so we wanted to share with you guys and show you what a local business in Guadalajara looks like and how it got its start. Okay, so I just ordered something that I've never had before here in Guadalajara, well, actually in Mexico ever. It's called Carne En Su Jugo. Do you want to share a little bit more?
this dish is one of the most typical dishes from Guadalajara. It consists on sliced meat, grilled meat, with some beans, green tomato sauce, and some bacon as well.
Then as far as having the tortillas with it, are you supposed to make it into like a taco? Or?
No, you just take in a hand and have a couple of bites of the tortilla. Also the salsa, it's not really spicy, but as you know, if it's not spicy, it's gotta be spicy.
When anyone in Mexico says, no muy picante, it's not very spicy. It's spicy. It's gonna be spicy and it'll sneak up on you the longer you eat it. Okay, well let me try a little bite here. Really, really flavorful. And what kind of meat is this? Is it pork or?
No, it's
Res.
res. Carne de res.
Oh my gosh, this is so flavorful.
I got huevos a la mexicana, and it's eggs bathed in red sauce. So is this the same kind of red sauce that's going to come in huevos divorciados?
Sometimes. This sauce comes with the chilaquiles, the red chilaquiles.
Oh,
So
okay.
they put the egg on the salsa and it gets baked with this salsa.
So this is, oh, you said like a cream sauce with milk.
Granola, and then papaya, banana, apple, and strawberries.
It kind of reminds me of like a very creamy sweet yogurt. I don't think we pointed this out earlier, but everything here is made completely from scratch.
That's correct.
Down to the juice. The large litro of orange and carrot juice is 32?
That's correct.
32 pesos. We like to get the huevos al gusto all the time, and I think that's
42 pesos?
42 pesos. And then if someone wanted to get this dessert,
This is called bionico. And as well,
Bionico?
this is a typical dessert from Guadalajara as the Carne En Su Jugo. This one comes in different sizes. This is the small one, and we have
this
it.
is a small?
Yeah,
It's pretty big for a small.
and this one comes from prices starting from 25 pesos.
Awesome. And this, oh my gosh, this is so good.
So for the first time here in Guadalajara, we are attempting to navigate some public transportation.
But we are not alone. We're with a friend, thank goodness.
We are going to be taking a trolley bus and then the metro. We will show you what it's like along the way.
We are headed to Hospicio Cabañas.
Hospicio Cabañas.
Hospicio Cabañas.
Going to...
Okay, so we're now here on the bus. Very first time being on a bus in Mexico. It costed 7 pesos, and you can use a prepaid card or you can pay in actual pesos, but you need exact change. If you use a okay. If you use a 10 peso coin, it will not give you change. So even just to have your phone doing something on it, someone might just grab it and run out the door or something?
Or even worse, people like thieves ask for the bus to stop, they go up, steal the money, steal every single person in the car.
Really? Is that common or?
Not really common, but it happened. It hasn't ever happened here on this buses. The red ones never. So
Okay.
you're not gonna worry about this type of risks on this.
Got us all. We just got out of the train. This is our very first time also taking a train here in Guadalajara. It costs 7 pesos. Emma was telling us that it's very safe as well. You don't really have to worry about anything getting stolen from you. And also if you have somewhere else to go on another train line, it doesn't cost anything if you're still within the train.
We were in it in the most crowded time of day and it still wasn't too bad.
And it wasn't hot, it didn't smell bad, it was clean.
We were going to go to Hospicio Cabañas, but we got here and they're closed.
So we are going to be exploring around El Centro because there's still so much that we haven't seen yet and that we haven't shown you guys.
Just went inside Catedral Guadalajara. Is that the right pronunciation or close enough?
Close enough.
There's a lot of history to this. The building has been destroyed and rebuilt many times because of earthquakes and fires. And Emma was telling us that there's tunnels underneath and
Secret tunnels.
And inside there's some symbols of a triangle with the eye inside the triangle. There may be some Masonic or Illuminati representation here or something. I don't know a lot about that
historic
stuff.
secrets, yeah.
There's a line, a train line that goes underneath the ground. During the works, they founded tunnels. There was a couple of tunnels that passed underneath the cathedral that connected this place to many other places on downtown. Around the time this was built, it has nearly 400 years. All of these tunnels were built during the time of la Inquisición, durante la Inquisición.
I also thought it was pretty cool that you were saying this part up here might be representative of the sun with the rays sort of coming off, or the points.
So we're outside of Expiatorio, which is this another cathedral?
Yeah, pretty much it is a temple.
Okay, it's a temple here, and comes from the word expiar, which means to confess. And we just went into the catacombs or the tombs here where they have some people buried. How would you describe the feeling going down in there?
Because of all the concrete and everything, it's very cold. Emma was saying there's no AC down there, but you definitely have sort of like an eerie, you feel something. There's something.
As soon as I walked in there, there was this feeling that came over my body. I don't know if that's just me knowing that there's people buried down there and that's just a weird feeling I get because I'm not used to being around that, or if there's something else altogether affecting that.
If you're in the area, this is an interesting, unique place to go. There's beautiful stained glass all around the church, and even the main point of the church has stained glass all up and throughout that. So beautiful, beautiful on the inside, and then you can just feel that unique feeling if you go down to the catacombs.
And then once again, like Guadalajara Cathedral, this had another place where there was a triangle with an eye inside. Let us know what you think that means, if you know the history behind that, why they put it in there. We're pretty curious about that.
Society or something, or if it's just decoration. What do you think? Wow, shenanigans! What a day!
That was a lot of fun. This was our first time doing something like this, getting shown around the city by a local, and it was really cool.
I think this was one of my most favorite days ever in Mexico, because we usually don't get this personal look at the history and the inner workings of a city because we're very new to it. So it was super awesome. Thank you. Big shout out to Emma who took us around Guadalajara for the day. Even though it didn't go as planned, we still had a super, super good time, and hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. If you liked it, please make sure to give it the old thumbs up.
Even though we reined in the silliness a little bit.
We did.
Because we didn't know if the world was ready for that in person.
If you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos every day about our journey and adventures here in Mexico. And gong that bell so you get notified every time we put out those videos. And we will see you in the next one.
Hasta luego.